My name is Helen Shell, and I'm an artist who works for the Sunspace Art team, where artists and scientists work together. Sunspace Art is a project which uses arts and crafts to teach space science to schools, children and families. It is funded by the STFC, which is the Science and Technologies Facilities Council. Today's activity is how to make a solar satellite book, which should take 2 to 3 hours with research, preparation, making it and a show and tell at the end. You will need to find out about the sun, solar system and satellites from websites and books. The Sunspace Art website has lots of information and resources, and so does NASA, the American Space Agency, and ESA, the European Space Agency, where you can download images and space science facts. I would ask that you look, invent, make and recycle. Remember, if you use recycled objects, please ask an adult first. The other thing I should mention is that you should never look directly at the sun, as it harms the eyes. If you go to the STFC website, you will find that there are some really good space resources which you can order. You can either get actual books and posters, or you can just download them from the website. And remember, you can always go to your local library to get books about space. I'm now going to show you how to make a solar satellite book. And we're going to use pop-up techniques. We're going to do folding, cutting and collage. At the moment, there are 2 really important satellites orbiting the sun. One is called the Parker Solar Probe, which is a NASA satellite, and the other one is called the Solar Orbiter, which is an ESA satellite. So when you look up and do your research, have a look for those 2 satellites and see what they're doing. They have taken some really good images of the sun which you could use. So here's some of the boxes that I have where I collect up materials which I can then use to make art. Firstly, I have felt tip pens and pencils. Now you can use paints for this workshop as well. You will need some bits of cardboard and some coloured papers. Sometimes I use old wrapping paper and old photographs, and I just look for really interesting things to include. I also have a box of circles. We're going to use them because we're going to do stuff about the sun and planets. And I've got some strips where I'm going to make some objects. You will need some paper and some card. Choose some coloured paper and card, but you can also have white paper if you like it. I also use scissors, glue sticks, sellotape and double-sided sticky pads. I collect things that are circular so I can use them to draw around and make my planets and my sun. So look around. If you have things that you can reuse, then do that. Now don't worry if you don't have all of these things. You can use what you have around you and make the best of it. So here's one, and of course it's got a nice big sun written on it, and it's just a circle and a square that opens up and you have all that space there. So here's another version. This one actually uses a piece of my artwork, and I cut it up and collaged it from some photos that I had. And we open it up like that, and then look, all the layers of the sun come out. Okay, now here's a much bigger one that I made. And like a satellite, it opens itself up. And so you've got solar panels to give you energy. And then, look, I did lots of pop-up techniques, and I put a spring there, and I put 2 of them, and then I have put a special circle that opens up so you can see the sun underneath. Now, the one that I'm going to show you how to make today is this one. this one is a solar satellite, and on the back I put a lovely golden sun, and it opens up. Here are my solar panels that open up like that and like that. So solar panels usually have like a grid on them. This too also has a bit that opens up here and it shows the sun underneath it. So for that, I'm going to need 2 pieces of A4 card and 1 piece for the middle as well. The middle needs to be a square. So I need to just measure this off and then I can cut it off. What I do is I'm just going to need to fold that over there, so to give me my triangle shape. But also, because I need to glue that on behind, I'm going to fold that bit over there. Now I want to make sure that my triangles are opposite each other. So this will go here like this. And this one will go here like this. So when I put them together, they will make that diagonal shape. Okay, so I need a bit of glue on the back here. Right, and then I'll just make sure that sticks down like that. So there we have our first bit of the solar satellite. So I want to include something about the layers of the sun. But I've got this which has got layers like the sun, and I'm going to put that right in the middle there. So I need to make one of these. Okay, now I have some circles that I made here. Now I drew that using an old plastic plate. So we take our circle, and then you need to fold your circle like that. Then fold your circle in half again. And so there you've got like a quarter of a circle. So take some scissors and cut around that circle about 1 centimetre down. Turn it round and you cut from the opposite edge, and again follow it round, and then again turn it over and cut to the opposite end, and carry on doing that until it reaches the middle. And by the way, make sure you stop about 1 centimetre from the end there as well. Now when you pull this open, make sure you do it really carefully, because sometimes it sticks together, and that will pull up to make a really nice thing that opens up. Okay, so now I'm ready to glue it on. All I'm going to do is put glue round the edge of that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to fold that back a bit, and then we pull it up like that, and so you can see all the layers of the sun. Okay, but I'd also quite like to put something on the back as well. I have some really nice gold paper, so I'm going to stick that in the middle there as well. I'm going to leave it at that, but you can add in your own designs there. All the pop-up books should have writing and facts about the sun, so you will need to look those up and do some research. I hope you've enjoyed this workshop, and it's given you lots of ideas to make more things about space science using arts and craft techniques. Now, if you need more ideas, please look at the Sun Space Art website, where you will find lots more resources and ideas. There are Make It workshops, and there are art and science workshops that you can do. If you want to see what other children have made, there are lots of ideas there as well. Please remember, using art and science together is a good way to learn. And I would like to say goodbye from me, Helen Shell, and goodbye from the Sun Space Art team.